Evening, guys. We're just waiting for Clint. Hopefully, it won't be too long. I just hope he hasn't forgotten. Bless him. I think I may have to call him to find out where he is. Typical. Always have some kind of difficulties on my streams recently. It's mad. Sorry about this, guys. I say just waiting for Clint to appear. Hopefully, we won't be too much longer. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to give him a call and see what's happening. And then if something's happened, we do it another time. If not, I don't know what to suggest here. This is mental. How are you, Mickey? You all right? How's your day been, darling? Yeah, I'm very well, thank you, sweetheart. I'll say I'm just waiting for Clint. I could do the stream on my own, but it's supposed to be a joint effort here. How are you anyway, darling? You okay? That's good that you're having a good one. I think everybody seems to have gone live tonight. Hi, local darling, how are you? I was just saying to Mickey, it seems like everyone's gone live tonight. Hi, Heaven. How's it going with you? I know you've got a girlfriend. I remember that from the last stream, and congratulations. I think there must be something in the air. Oh, I'm really pleased for you, Heaven. Oh, hi, guess who? How are you, darling? You having a good day? You got a bad hip? I won't ask how you got it because I might get a rude answer. It wasn't because you've been being a bad boy in London, is it, with your protesting and that? Hopefully not. And I hope it wasn't done by any bad cops either. Because the last protest I watched, the cops were out of control. I don't know whether you'd agree with me there, but at work. Oh dear. Hopefully it's not too bad for you and you can go back to work soon, because obviously it's going to affect your paycheck, isn't it? Which is never good. I don't think Clint can tell the time. I mean, this was his idea of doing it at this time of day as well. Typical. I've had a bit of a mad day from hell. My PTSD decides to like smack me up and down the room all day, and God knows why. I'm not in a bad mood at all. I had to deal with the cops again, and it's all been mad. Oh, thank you. Why would I say a bad word against you? I mean, like I say, you've never done anything to me on YouTube or anywhere else. And it's a 2 million man march. Well, I suggest you would miss that, sweetheart, if your hip's bad. But thank you for telling me that, because I'm certainly not going to be going into London tomorrow if there's 2 million man march going on. Fuck that shit. No, I'm not that nuts. Hi, Ashleen. How are you? Having a good day? Can you honestly see those 2 million people turning up in London? That is going to be a mental one if that happens. Bloody hell. I agree with that, Heaven, actually. I do. I think YouTube is what you make of it. If you treat people with respect, you get respect back, you know? And if you turn out to be a total a-hole, you're going to get that back. So, like I say, you've always been good to me, so I've got no reason to have a go at you. And I'm not that kind of person anyway, so. No, you haven't been timed out. Certainly not by me. I don't think any of the other mods have. No, unless it's YouTube fucking around, which wouldn't actually surprise me, because it's been happening a lot recently. I don't know whether a local would agree with that, but YouTube mods have been coming into people's rooms, and I cannot see. I mean, local and Heaven can back me up on this, that nobody's been timed out. So it must be YouTube having a bit of a mad one. This is the thing. I can't see anyone being timed out, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Nobody's been targeted in here, so. I don't know what to do here, guys. Whether to talk about this on my own or wait for Clint, or what do you guys suggest? We can talk about something else if you want. It's completely down to you. I don't mind. Oh, come on, guys. No arguments, because that will piss me off, and I don't need to be peed off today. Not after the day I've had dealing with cops and everything else. Well, luckily this time they didn't break down my door. That's a bonus. Is there something going on here that I don't know about? Because it's like, I haven't been around YouTube much lately, and I don't really know what the hell is going on at the moment. So how long have you been with your lovely lady, Heaven? Or is that a too personal question to ask? Hi, Detector, how are you? You okay, darling? Did I have my camera out? Is that a trick question? In what way, local here? Because that is a pretty loaded question. 3 weeks. Oh, brilliant. It's mental, isn't it? These things have a habit of coming up and smacking you around the head when you least expect it, don't they? I hope it turns out really well for you. I do. You never know, she could be the one. Oh, to record the old bill. No, I didn't record it this morning. What happened was I have day and night terrors. I don't know whether you knew that or not, because I have mentioned it before, and somebody called the police because they could hear me screaming the house down, and they just came to see if I was okay. It wasn't anything like that, so. And I wasn't really thinking about a camera, to be honest. When you're going through that, you don't really think, but I should do, really, shouldn't I? But no, they were really good, actually, and they're just making sure that that no one had broken in, or because they've actually got it on their records that this does happen, so it's not it is a bit of a no. But it's mad that it's happened because I've been in a really good mood. Wasn't expecting it, and then all of a sudden it happens, and it's like, why on earth does it happen like that? I don't know if any of you guys have PTSD. You might be able to answer that for me, but yeah, Tom has known me for a long time. What is it now? It's been over a year now, hasn't it, Tom? Well over a year. But it's all cool, guys. I think Clint's forgotten. It's normally me that forgets, but oh, bloody hell, I'm getting crushed by a dog here. So what are you going to do, local, to sort your hip out? Yeah, Tom's known me from Dan's channel for, well, even before I was a mod on his channel. I've been a mod on his channel for a long time, so. Yeah, I do have your email, you're right, because I did that favour for you and Moggy, didn't I, that time? Yeah, I remember that. And I haven't passed on to any. Oh, I don't even think Moggy has it. No, I don't think no, he wouldn't have it, so no. You're right, I'm the only one to have it, so. You haven't been getting loads of junk email, have you? Because it certainly wasn't me. I haven't got the time for any of that, which is a bit of a mad one, but Well, it looks as though we're going to have to talk about a different subject then, doesn't it? Because I'm sure Clint would obviously want to talk about this because of his misses and what he does and that. So we could have a Friday night chill out if you want. I don't mind. If anybody wants to jump on, they can do. She better put the link up, hadn't I? That might be a bloody good idea, mightn't it? Wasn't expecting this tonight, guys. Sorry. Oh no, you don't have to prove yourself to me, sweetheart. I was just making sure you hadn't been timed out because when I was doing that stream with Upstate the other day, and maybe you remember Lulu. She kept on getting timed out for no reason, and it was none of the mods in the channel. It was actually YouTube buggering us about, and that wasn't good. And she kept on getting frustrated because she thought that it was me or somebody else, and it actually wasn't. So, I mean, I don't normally time people out on my channel, to be fair. No, Local, he doesn't start crap in my room at all. Other people do sometimes, but Tom definitely not. He's always been respectful with me, so. So what have you guys been doing this weekend? Well, your channel's got big now, hasn't it, Local? So I'm not surprised. People don't seem to like success, unfortunately, and because you're a lovely person as well, I think Charles seemed to get off on that as well, and I think it's a damn shame, to be fair, because you don't deserve being trolled. Well, nobody deserves it, but certainly not you. Definitely not. It sucks, doesn't it, having people to do that, but it's, I don't know. But then again, I suppose if you're having a bit of a stagnant stream sometimes, the trolls can keep it alive, and I mean, I'd rather they didn't for me personally, but other people seem to like them. I don't know. Each to their own, innit? Oh, you've been shopping and cleaning. Oh, is that a good thing or a bad thing, darling? Because some people like shopping and cleaning. I mean, shopping part, I don't know, because, you know, obviously taking the dog with me, it gets a bit complicated because people just don't move out the way, and really? Did you do that as a poll or something, or isn't it when you get over 1,000 you can do like these polls or something like that, and you can ask questions, I think, whatever you want, isn't it? Who knows? But you right, GTR, sweetheart. I watched your video. Was it yesterday or today? My days are sort of like gone into one because I haven't had much sleep because I ended up going into a room and meeting somebody myself. So it's been a bit of a mad one for me. So that's what I was saying to Heaven. I think there's something in the air at the moment. Oh, wouldn't we all love to be on a sunny beach with a few cocktails? Well, virgin ones for me because I don't drink, but why not? Well, I used to live in Brighton. I actually miss the beach, but... Hi, Alan. And no, darling, you're not blocked. Is everybody getting blocked on YouTube or what? Nobody will block you on this channel, darling. You haven't done anything to me either. Wow, okay, it's going to be like that then. I don't know what to say. Why are people getting blocked then? I mean, you'd have to do a hell of a lot for me to block you, and I don't think he would do that to me, to be fair. And how's your dog doing, Alan? Is she okay? Is she still keeping the weight down? But I did like your video earlier on, Gita. It was all right. I'm certainly going to kick Clint's ass for doing this to me. I should mod everybody. Well, this is the thing. I've seen how other channels do that, and I use Links as an example, not because he's done anything wrong or anything. Links had a habit of modding everybody like all the time, and he would get a lot of trouble from mods and things like that, and it actually destroyed his channel. So I'm not sure. Well, I mean, I pretty much know everybody that's in this channel right now. So this is the thing. Okay. I mean, I've given Heaven a mod now because I've been thinking about it for a while, and well, I'm glad about that, Gita. I mean, it is hard. I mean, this is the thing. I'm going to be starting doing like videos soon because like my treatment is starting very soon, and I'm obviously going to be doing video diaries and that, and I want to speak to my GP and get him to give me medication to control my seizures so I can go on camera without having that feeling that I'm going to have seizures on camera, because that is awful. Absolutely bloody awful. I mean, could you imagine like being on camera, then all of a sudden you having a bloody seizure? I mean, the trolls would love it, but I certainly wouldn't. But at least you're enjoying doing it, GTL. That's the main thing. You know, if you stop, if you get that feeling where you're not enjoying it anymore, then that's the time to maybe change things up a bit. I don't know. Oh, cheers, local, for saying that. I try and keep it nice and happy and everything, but like I said, I'm not getting involved with other people's dramas anymore. I'm just going to do me, basically, and take it from there, innit? You're just eating. Oh, why doesn't that surprise me, Clint? I mean, you're only 25 minutes late, sweetheart. Bloody hell. That's all right, darling. I wasn't sure whether you'd forgotten, but no, it's cool. Oh, is that right? See, this is the thing. I mean, like I say, I haven't been doing this channel for very long, but I've been around YouTube for a little while now, so I sort of like know who the trolls are and who the troublemakers are and who the ringleaders are now, so I won't have it. And that's what I've like worked out, and that's why my channel is a lot quieter and a lot more happier and peaceful with people, because there aren't the trolls in it to mess it up for everyone else, you know. Are you all right, Clint? Don't worry. I mean, they say you should never keep a woman waiting, but I'll let you off just this once. Yeah, this is the thing, Gito. It's supposed to have been a joint stream, and I think this is his version of it's the Irish 9 o'clock, and that's no offense to anybody that's Irish, but I'm glad everyone's having a good day, though. Everyone seems really chilled out today, which is what I need, to be fair. Because after what happened earlier on, I wasn't sure whether to do this or not. And I'm thinking, well, it wouldn't be fair on Clint if I changed it again. Because this would be the third time we've had to change the date now. So it's like, oh. First one was my fault. Well, I had seizures, that can't be helped. Second time, unfortunately, Clint's wife wasn't very well. And as you know, my PTSD has been kicking me up the behind today, so. Which, you never expect, but it's going to keep on happening though. It's just getting used to it, isn't it, I just hope it won't be screaming the house down tonight. I mean, I'll be taking the CBD oil tonight, I think. I'm going to be doing it every night, I think, probably just to keep it under control. Oh, you on that too, local? Is it helping your hip? Because it actually helps mine when I take it. But I'm trying not to take it all the time because I don't want to be reliant on anything, if that makes sense. And I know it's not addictive or anything like that, but I know, with my treatment coming up and everything, I'm a bit worried that I don't want to be taking all these things to mask what I'm supposed to be feeling, I want the doctors and that to be able to see it all. But then again, I want to be able to get to the treatment as well, not. Oh, it's complicated. It wouldn't be life unless it was complicated, was it? But I mean, what are you eating, Clint, anyway? A 5-course meal or what? Well, knowing you actually, it's bloody chocolate. Alan, I've got 2 different ones. I've got one with THC in it and one without, so. Oh, it does. I'm arthritic myself, and I actually started on just plain hemp oil at first. It's a friend of mine sent me it in the post. I wasn't expecting it, and started to take it, and it helped with the sleeping and with the pain. And then I started taking some with what did it have in it? I had another ingredient in it, but nothing that would affect anything. But it actually made me feel more energetic, which was really weird, but good. That was quite nice. And then Corny sorted me out some with some THC in it and that, and actually stopped my seizures for 10 whole days, which that made a big difference to me. But you vape? How on earth do you vape oil? I mean, I know it's possible, but isn't it better just put it under your tongue? I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's what I do. I mean, you don't need that much, and putting it under the tongue, it's great. I mean, I have shitloads of giggles normally when I do it, but actually that's me normally, so. Oh, thank you, Heaven. I do try, and like I say, it's been hard, but now I'm fully better. I'm getting there. Hi, Wayne, darling, how are you? You're not supposed to drive a dog anyway, Alan. What are you? oh, you mean in the car? So I'm having a blonde moment. Sorry, guys. I have been back for a little while, but like I said, I'm just waiting for Clint to eat the whole of the UK. I'm only teasing you, Clint, by the way. Well, he was supposed to have been on here half an hour ago, and I didn't think he'd be turning up, but hey. Oh, I'm glad you're good. What's it like, Alan, vaping THC oil? Because I mean, it smacks me round the face without vaping it. I mean, I would have thought vaping it would actually make it that much stronger. Possibly, I don't know. That's why I'm asking. You keep on walking into hedges. Oh, I thought the dog was supposed to help you not to do that kind of thing, but oh dear. Well, hopefully you're not falling in the hedges, because that would be a bit bad as well. But oh, oh, thank you. You have mine too. This is the thing. Oh, I was trying to get at. You know, if you're loyal to people, then you get loyalty back, and you know, I do try and be as loyal as I possibly can. And if I feel that someone's being a right dick, I tell them so. I think if you're honest with people, they actually appreciate it. I mean, you can word things without insulting people. Well, I think so. I mean, granted, sometimes I do blurt things out and it comes out rather bluntly, but are you yanking my chain, Alan, or are you actually being serious? Because I couldn't imagine you walking along and falling into hedges. I'm sorry, I just couldn't imagine that. And that's something that I'd probably go and do, yet alone yourself. Maybe you should try the THC, the one without THC, and see if it helps you. And then you might save the hedges of Great Britain. I don't know. And I'm not laughing at you, Alan. I'm laughing with you. There's a difference there, but bloody hell. That's crazy. I just hope you don't take the dog with you, because that would be pretty embarrassing, wouldn't it? Walking along with your guide dog and you both fall in a hedge. I couldn't imagine doing that with Leo. I mean, it was bad enough when it was snowing down here, and I was in my chair and having Leo on the lead, and he doesn't like rain, yet alone snow. So he thought, you know, if he goes faster, it will get him home sooner. Yet, you know, trying to keep hold of him without making my chair slide all over the place and smacking into cars and shit. It's like being in an ice rink. It was hilariously funny, but rather dangerous. See, then again, Alan, I can't imagine you mincing anywhere. I mean, bloody Nora. You're yanking my chain, aren't you? Especially using that word as well. Couldn't imagine you do it mincing around. Bloody hell. Is it any good, Heaven? Because you've got to be careful with those Alexas, because I can't remember what it was, but it was in a program that even when you have it on standby and that, it still records everything you're doing. And it was actually Amazon was actually recording people like having private moments and stuff like that. And I mean, that'd be rather embarrassing, wouldn't it? If you're with your partner and whatever, and you're doing those kinds of things, and then your Alexa picks it up. Wow. I'm sure that'll go keep the people at Amazon very entertained, but highly embarrassing nevertheless. Oh, you're a confirmed mincer. Bloody hell. Oh, luckily I didn't take any oil before I come on here. I would have wet myself by now. Alan, you fuck. fuck's sake. Oh, bloody hell, you guys. I mean, I'd love to know, like, what Clint is actually eating here, because, you know, I mean, I'm a slow eater, but this is taking the Michael here. Say, Clint, this better be worth it after all this. I'm sure it will be. So, with your Alexa, I mean, is it? I was thinking maybe getting one, but I wasn't sure because of what I saw it to do. But if you unplug it every time, I suppose it's okay. You just got to remember to not leave it on standby if you're with a partner or whatever, because that would be rather freaky. Well, isn't it Prime Weekend or something? Pretty sure next few days it's Prime Day or something. I'm pretty sure I saw that advertised. I could be wrong, but because I haven't had much sleep, so no, 30 quid's all right though, isn't it? And that links up with your Fire Sticks as well, and that, doesn't it? It all links up together. Oh, I'm so sorry you have to do that, Alan. I mean, I don't particularly like the underground either, to be fair. It's way too busy, and well, it depends what time of day you use it, obviously, and what lines you use. Can't you use buses instead? That'd be better for the dog. Because when I take Leo on the underground, I have to put ear protectors on him. If I don't use ear protectors on him, he doesn't like it either, and I don't know. Well, and this is the thing, a lot of the underground stations now do have lifts, especially in central London. I mean, escalators wouldn't be good for you for obvious reasons, but pretty much I'd probably say half the stations on the underground have got lifts. But what I would advise you to do, though, Alan, is to ring up the stations you're going to be using before you leave to make sure the lifts are working, because the last few times I've used the underground and went to use their lifts, they've been out of order and I've been stuck in certain places in the station, and that is a pain in the backside. Oh, you turn it off at night. Oh, that's fair enough then. But that kind of thing doesn't limit to just being at night, does it? I mean, that's too much information for you guys. It bloody hell. I do apologise. Oh, King's Cross. Oh, that they have loads of lifts in King's Cross Tube. See, well, depending on what line you. Charing Cross. I don't use that tube station, but I know King's Cross definitely has lifts on for all of their lines. But I'm not sure about Charing. Oh yeah, the underground staff are normally pretty good. But it's like I'd say though, if you get stuck in between platforms and the lifts are broken and there aren't any staff around, then it can get rather a bit of a piss take. That's happened to me quite a few times. I mean, luckily there have been people around to help, but it's rather embarrassing though. But I'm going to be doing some filming about traveling in rush hour, so that people can see how difficult it is for people like you and me to get about. But it's going to have to be like when I'm having a patient day, obviously, because I don't want to end up punching somebody in the face or something, because that would not be good now. Yeah, yeah, it's a bit of a mixed bag, I think, with people. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I tend to use buses a lot more because of Leo prefers them, and because he doesn't like the overland trains much because of what happened when I used one and there was like a mini riot on the train, which I think scared him a little bit. I mean, it was rather brutal, and so if I go into London, I try and get buses for him rather than use trains. But I mean, he's got a lot better. Like when I went to Dover, he didn't mind the train, and yeah, he's pretty good actually. But he's got to be obviously in the right frame of mind. I mean, rush hour is going to be a bit of a difficult one for him. As long as we avoid Clapham Junction Station, I think we'll be all right though. You prefer upside down frowns. Well, you're a lot like me, Alan. You sort of like speak your mind, and if people are acting like complete jerks, you sort of like tell them so. And normally, if I'm having a reasonable day, I can ignore it most of the time, but some of the time you just cannot. You just have to say what you're feeling, and people don't like it when you're open and honest. When I saw Alan in Dover, he seemed quite self-sufficient to me. So because of having Bonnie there, I mean, whether Alan would agree with that, but I don't know. Oh, you want me to check my email? What, right now? Bloody hell! Hang on. I've got to find the right bloody email first. You're making me work today, aren't you guys? Bloody hell. I've read it. I think it's a misunderstanding, darling. I really do. No, I won't. It, if I wanted that to happen, I would say, but no, you're completely fine. You're completely fine. No, it's the thing. I feel the same way with Leo. I wouldn't go out without him. Absolutely not. I mean, it's not worth it for me. I mean, to go from having an hour's warning with him to having like 30 seconds warning maximum, I mean, that is just bloody dangerous. I mean, if you can imagine what it's like crossing the road within that time and having a seizure in the middle of the road, people don't stop. It's one of them things where I don't particularly want to get run over. And luckily for me, it hasn't happened, so, which is a good thing. That's why I had to stop wearing a face mask and all of that, because of it was making me black out and shit. It's all right, guys. It's sorted, and you've got to respect people's privacy, you know. So how are you managing seeing your lady friend during the lockdown? Because Scotland's a bit more tough to get to, isn't it? Because you're still in Manny, aren't you? So, I mean, the journey's not too bad from Manchester to Scotland or vice versa, but with the lockdown rules, that must be quite hard for you. Well, I suppose, do you actually drive, Heaven? Or, so I'm asking you a lot of questions there. I don't normally ask you questions like this, but it's just interesting. No, it's very true. It's not just with social care in the workplace. Quite a lot of people within the NHS and other places go through that too. I mean, I personally don't understand why people just can't be nice. It's not that hard. It's why I personally think it's probably because people get so damn frustrated, and it's not an excuse, because the system, I wouldn't say it's broken, but you wait so long to get help from social care, and then things don't happen the way they're supposed to, unfortunately, and people get frustrated. But I mean, yeah, they've completely wound me up, but I wouldn't go around hitting anybody or causing any kind of stuff like that. There's no need for that. Oh, you wait until the lockdown's finished. Oh, they do say absence makes the heart grow fonder. Oh, bless you. I bet you can't wait, can you, to see each other properly? I mean, it's nice, obviously, meeting people online, but until you've like met a person face to face and like spent proper time with them, it's hard to work out how compatible you really are and stuff like that. But it's a beautiful thing. 19th of July. Right on. Thank you for telling me that. That's put a smile on my face now. It gives me something to look forward to anyway. That's a difficult question. I don't think you can really blame the social workers for it, because it's like you learn on the job, don't you? It's one of those things where you just can't just go into work and know everything, because like every person you go to is going to be different. I mean, there are so many different aspects of social services as well. Like you've got children and families. Adult social care is completely different. So it's a difficult job, and there aren't enough social workers around to deal with the workload either. And then you've got the mental health aspect on top of that, which they're having to deal with. There's no money either. The government have really screwed it up. So I don't know what the answer is, but I know they've got to do something about it. I mean, I've waited over 2 years now to get help, and I had to, like I said, I had to get a lawyer to get help from them, which is out of order, and that's what's made me annoyed. But all I wanted was an assessment, and like I said, I've had carers in the past, and my actual situation's got a lot worse. So that's what's wound me up. But then again, I'm not going to take it out on the social worker, because it's not her fault. She's working with what she's got, so it's a difficult one. Oh, she's going to hospital. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope it's not anything serious, Heaven, and that's pretty scary. And obviously going into hospital and being on your own as well. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, they definitely are not spending enough on it. And this is the thing that I've noticed as well, that where they do need a lot of improvement, and it's where, say you're in hospital and the actual work that goes from when you're actually in hospital to going home, the liaising isn't there so much. And obviously the hospital want their beds, and then they can't let you go home until the social work is put in place, and that needs a lot of work, in my opinion, because of what I've seen with my own eyes. But I would say it's a difficult thing because they do not have enough resources. And I personally think, and this is just my own opinion here, that they shouldn't have wasted all that money on a track and trace program that doesn't work, and use that money on social care. But that's just my opinion. I don't have a psychiatric nurse, no, never have. But when my treatment starts, I don't know whether or not they will allocate me one. I don't know is the answer to that. But my new social worker, I haven't even met her yet. It is a crazy situation. I know her name, and I've seen a picture of her, but I've never met her yet. And I feel sorry for them in a way, because if they don't get their finger out and do this assessment soon, they're going to get sued by my lawyer, because that is the whole point of him getting involved in the first place. I don't want to take them to court, but if they're ignoring what they're supposed to be doing, then what am I supposed to do? It's a difficult one, because I don't see why I should be putting myself at risk and having accidents and things like that, and making my situation worse when I'm entitled to this help and I should be getting it. But we just have to see how it turns out. I mean, it's nobody's fault really, but it can't be just happening to me. And they're under a lot of pressure and that. Goodness me, Clint is like an hour late here. Fuck's sake. Deary me. Next time I do anything with Clint, I think I'll tell him the stream starts an hour before and see if he turns up on time. No, it's fine. When that happened, I spoke to my GP, and he said, well, see where the Haven is with their treatment. And he said the wait time to see a psychiatrist, and that would be a lot longer than the wait time to see people at the Haven. So, because when I spoke to him, I was virtually at the top of the list, so he saw it from that point of view. But obviously when my treatment starts, they're going to be liaising with the doctors, and they probably will allocate me. I just don't know yet. And I wouldn't say that's rude. God, you should see some of my streams that people come out with these questions. I mean, I don't dress it up at all. Yeah, I know. Wayne, he's always scoffing some kind of chocolate. But like an hour though, he's like, come on now. I mean, I like ice cream myself, but eating it for that length of time is a bit piss take, really. But that's Clint for you. I'm sure he doesn't mean it. But hey, give them a little more time, but I just thought it'd be interesting seeing it from his point of view, being a carer, that's all, and how the two coexist, because it's difficult. I'm sure it's been a lot more difficult with COVID and that. And I don't know what these new rules are going to mean, like with vaccinations and things. And some people are coming out with some really weird stuff. But that's one of them things, isn't it? Oh, bloody hell, Clint. May go and find him and run him over in my chair. What do you think, guys? That's me kidding, by the way. And my treatment should be starting in 2 weeks, so I cannot wait for it, to be fair. I mean, it's going to be scary, but it needs to be done for me to move forward and all of that, because, like I said, I'm still seeing the guy on a regular basis. I want to move out of London, move somewhere that I feel safer, because I don't feel safe here anymore. Not that I have for a while, to be fair, and I'm not going to move before I've had my treatment. That'd be pretty silly of me to do so, so being a bit patient and see how it goes, really. Which streamers you talking about anyway? Is there anyone in particular, or I mean, I do apologise because some of them were quite I say brutal, but when you're telling people what happened, you can't really like dress it up, can you? It is what it is, and I don't think people talk enough about that kind of thing, suicides, and all kinds of things like that. And until people start talking about this kind of thing more and more people are going to fall into darkness and chaos, which isn't needed. Well, I personally don't think so anyway, but and this is another thing as well, that people that are really feeling it, that comes under social care as well, and I don't know how they're going to bring this back without a major overhaul. I don't know, it's a difficult subject, and it's just so many things that are wrong with the system right now, and I don't know which is the best way of fixing it. Really don't, but we'll have to see. I mean, when I eventually do get a social worker here, which hopefully will be soon, I can maybe talk to about some ideas that I do have and see if they'd agree. Oh, the one I did with Turbo. Right, I get you. I don't know whether either of them, because you've got to have the infrastructure in place already there, and they just don't have enough staff to deal with this problem at the moment. It's similar to the NHS in a way, when the COVID first come out and they were saying keep out of hospitals and that they get overrun, and social care and that's been scaled back for years. So I don't know. Unless you've got the right amount of people to deal with it as well, just throwing money at the situation isn't going to help either. It's difficult. I mean, I I think they should maybe join forces to sort this problem out, because it affects everybody, whether you support the Tories or Labour or Lib Dems or the SNP or Monster Raving Loony Party even, and all the other parties that are out there. Like I say, it affects everybody. It's not just about who's in power. And at the moment, I don't think enough is being done to separate the parties. They're all like mingling and together, and they all seem to be doing similar things, which isn't helping people very much, in my opinion. It could be doing a hell of a lot more. I mean, I've been trying to get hold of my MP now to sort this out now for the past, 2 years, and he's been blatantly ignoring me. And Ed Davey, he's a leader of the Liberal Democrats, and you think that he would know better. But before he got the promotion, he was always there. Lovely guy, in fact. Never let me down before. And now, since he got promoted, he's never there. It's craziness. Yeah, very, very true. A lot of it is corrupt, and it's unfortunate, because with all this that's going on, the trust needs to be there. And when you're at the point where you need, say, social services or an acting body that you depend on like that, you need to be able to trust them and to be able to do all of that. And if you can't, it's not going to work. Oh, yeah, I actually saw that. I think how to word this without me kicking off. And no, not kicking off in a bad way here. Now, none of us are allowed to apparently hug our loved ones, kiss our loved ones, make love to our loved ones, and all of that. It's one rule for them, one rule for us. So I think it's a hypocritical a-hole. Do I need to say any more than that? I mean, wow. I mean, I thought he was married anyway. I don't know if he is married, but if that is the case, then his wife is going to obviously be giving him a hard time. No, that's true, Wayne. I'm fine, thank you, Tom. It's just been a bit of one of them days where I'm dealing with PTSD and that, but no, I've been good apart from that. Well, Matt Hancock hasn't had good publicity for, bloody hell. It's been ages. That's probably why I needed a good scene too. I don't know. That came out a bit blunt, didn't it? Oops. I apologise. Fucking hell. See, this is where Clint should be here to stop me from putting my bloody foot in my mouth. Oh dear. Mind you guys are used to me by now, so it's all cool. I think maybe the two should, because it's a big job for one person. I think the job maybe should be split so that two ministers handle it, one for the social care and one for the health part. I don't know if you'd agree with that, but well, I didn't appreciate when he was on TV a while back, mean, this may sound heartless and callous of me to say so, but what was it? His wasn't his actual grandfather, but his step grandfather. Did I get that right? Because he passed away or something. And I'm thinking, now hang on a minute. And yeah, they may have been close enough, but they're not actually related, so it wasn't really relevant. Well, that's just my opinion, but where was his tears for public? Where I mean, I couldn't even attend my own mother's funeral because it's COVID nonsense. Well, it's not nonsense, obviously, but I'd missed so much, and that's what makes me bloody angry. All right, okay. I haven't had any dealings with her, but I would like to have a word with her because two of my friends did commit suicide, and I've been close to it myself. I don't think I would ever go there. I couldn't do that to my kids. It's not. But when you feel like you're drowning and there's no help, and you're crying out for help and you ignored it, it's a hard one. And you don't want to feel like you're a burden on anyone either, and it's just bloody difficult. Oh dear. Not that I'm into watching Pornhub, but I would take your word for it. Fucking hell. You guys are going to get into trouble. Hi, Cortals, darling. You're right. Clint, he said he was eating and he's only like over an hour late. So it's like, for fuck's sake, So I thought I'd go it alone for a while. All right. So she's a Scouse MP. Okay. I will look into that. That should be an interesting conversation, won't it? I'm not going to be able to look at the MPs, in the face again after that comment. Bloody hell. Mind you, with Hancock's, mind you, I was just about to say performance, and I thought, no, I better not. Fuck's sake. That is terrible. Oh, wow. You two are going to get me into fucking trouble. Oh, the MPs are rather iffy, aren't they? You can jump on Cool Tools if you want, because you probably got a lot to say about what it's like with social care at the moment. Is porn addiction bad? I can't actually answer that question. I've never been addicted to porn. I mean, I'll have to answer this about putting my foot in it again. But any addiction's bad, I suppose, if you're taking it like that. But I suppose it depends how bad it is. I'm choosing my words very carefully here. I don't know what to say. I'm actually speechless about your one's fuck's sake. That doesn't happen very often. Well, you can jump on any time you like, Cool Tools. Sex addiction, then. Okay. Bloody hell. Well, that doesn't exactly apply to me, but I mean, how many times does a person have to have sex to be an addict? I mean, I don't know enough about it, to be fair. That came out wrong. Oh dear me. Fuck's sake. You guys are deliberately wording these questions like it's only to trip me up. You've hairy hands at this stage. No comment. Oh shit. There are certain creams for things like that, you know. I mean, what is there to do during a lockdown? I mean, I know there's a lot of couples going through divorce and that because of this lockdown, and I don't know. I mean, there are lots of things to do as well, but I don't know. That's a difficult question. Oh dear me. I mean, yeah, exactly like Teen Wolf, but the one with Michael J. Fox or the actual series? Because it's actually, I'm just digging myself a hole here, aren't I? Oh dear, I'm going to kill Clint for this. Oh my God, Coulter, bloody hell. Oh, you guys, this is like tissue shortage. No comment. Are you guys trying to take my channel down tonight or what? Bloody hell, you guys. I mean, no, it's fine. I don't mind talking about this. It's just that I don't know a lot about sex addiction. I mean, I like sex as much as the next person, but I'm certainly not addicted to it. I suppose if you find the right person, and you could end up being that way, but I don't know. Yeah, so I was about to say that's a hard one, but part of the fun, isn't it? Jesus. Hi, Jake. How are you, sweetheart? What's going on, Jake? I don't know anything about I haven't been in anybody's channels really for a little while. I can't comment about what's going on really. Oh wow. If you've got a problem, I mean, I really do think this. If you've got a problem with a person, speak to them. I don't know. Well, yeah, that's where the saying comes, at it like rabbits. So yeah, that applies. It doesn't apply to me personally, but it does apply. Oh, okay. See, now that would be a horrible thing to be addicted to, wouldn't it? Really, because I can imagine being addicted to sex personally. So how on earth do you actually fix a problem like that? Because I wouldn't know where to start. Where have I haven't been anywhere in particular. mean, I've been obviously taking it slow on YouTube because I wanted to make sure I was fully better first, but I'm fully back now, so you have to put up with me, won't you? Oh, come on, guys, no bloody fighting in here, or else I get my spanner out and shove it where the sun don't shine in several places. So come on now. Oh, Jay, that comment's a little bit over the line, sweetheart. I mean, I don't mind like freedom of speech and that, but that homophobic slurs are a no, darling. That's just as bad as being a racist. And I'm not going to ask where you get this information from, Cool Tools, to be fair. Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't know, Robbie, to be fair, because I haven't been in people's channels, so I've just been having a chilled out day today. It's what I need to be doing when I'm having like difficult days with my PTSD. The last thing I need to be doing is going on different people's channels and getting triggered by little things, unfortunately. And I hope that's not the case, because that's not good. No, he doesn't. We're really good friends. We always have been. Bloody hell. And Marshall and I have been friends for quite a while now. Jacob, I've told you before, if you feel like that, I'm on the end of the phone. You've got my details and that. I don't mind. I've helped you before, and I wouldn't want you to be at that point where you feel that you're going to snap and that. You're only 17 years old. This is where your life starts, not ends, sweetheart. And I mean, when I was 17, I was at a very low point in my life, and I managed to get through it with a lot of inner strength, and I think you have that. And you do have a lot of friends on YouTube as well, but you need a lot of other support as well, in my personal opinion. And what is making you think that you've got nothing to live for? Is the question you want to be asking yourself. And if you don't know the answer to that question, then maybe you should be trying to find out the answer to the question. So Jake said nothing about what, darling? He made a comment to Mickey about it was a bit homophobic, in my opinion. And I lived in Brighton, so that was like over the line for me. So I'm just trying to keep it. Oh, thank you, Cool Tools. That's very sweet of you. So I will like lower the rule of. So what has exactly gone on then? Because I'm getting lost here with all these like comments and that. Because obviously I don't know what's gone on here. So what the hell is going on? Ah, this is a thing I found with YouTube, and it's finding the right people to actually talk to. I mean, being 17 is hard enough without dealing with well, YouTubers as well, and because there are people out there that will want you to harm yourself. And I know that sounds horrible, but it's the truth, unfortunately. And this is the thing, Jay. You know the truth, and you know your own truth, and when all that stuff was, when you know the stuff I'm talking about, when all that stuff was kicking off, uh, you know, got on PD stream and everything else, I had to take a step back because it was just making me way too nuts. And when I did take a step back and I came away from YouTube a bit and like turned off all my devices and just came away from it all, so much better. I think you can see things so much clearly, but I don't know. It's a hard one. But what I have noticed in your channel, Jake, and don't take this as a really bad criticism, but you've got a lot of people in your channel that haven't got your best interests at heart, unfortunately, and that really saddens me. So I have watched a few of your streams recently, and what I've seen in there worries me. That's all. I mean, you're young and you want to trust people, and being on YouTube, it's quite easy to trust the wrong kind of people, and it can mess you up. Who's that? Do you want to be a little bit more specific? Oh, people in Jake's channel. Oh, oh, this is going to get me into trouble. If you've got a stream where, and you're finding out most nights that your channel is turning into drama, then you've got to think, why is that? And that was happening in mine for a while until I was sort of like sitting back and watching who was saying what and doing what and who the ringleaders were. And that's why I blocked it all out of my channel. It's difficult. I mean, I will speak to Jake about it if he wants me to. So I don't. What do you mean about PD? So I'm getting lost in my own stream again. Bloody hell, guys! Getting all kinds of things thrown at me here, aren't I today? Oh my goodness me! Yeah, I keep on hearing that phrase being thrown about a lot. People are bacon. People are who they are. You can't change them, I suppose. Yeah, I will see you soon, darling, and hopefully next time can you actually turn up and we can actually do the streaming how it was supposed to be done. But And we will actually get into like the social care part of it, because an hour and a half late is a bit of a piss take, but hey. I'm not going to be discussing Angela Jake for the simple reason she went behind my back, and there was a lot of things going on there which you don't even know about, and I haven't even talked about. So you will get to know this when you grow up in life, that people that do things behind your back and do certain things, there is no real forgiveness for that. And I've forgiven people time and time again, and then you always come to the same conclusion. So if you don't change your situation and circumstances, it's always going to come back and bite you in the backside. You're right, Cortez, it is. And I'm not saying to anybody not be friends with anybody here, but me personally, I can't trust her anymore. But what did she do? I'm not going to be putting that on YouTube. That wouldn't be fair on her. It wouldn't be fair on the people involved. I'm not doing that. I've got more self-respect than that. Oh, guys, stop with the homophobic slurs, because I will get my spanner out, and I don't want to be banning people. Come on now. It's like I said, I'm not getting involved with other people's dramas. I refuse to do it anymore, because it's not worth it for me. It really isn't. Actually, no, she hasn't. And that is the thing. She hasn't said everything. She spun it in a way that gets her off the hook a bit. But no, she hasn't said everything. Far from it. No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to Mickey at all. I refuse to do it, and this is the reason why. When I had that time off of YouTube and came off all my devices, well, I needed it to get better, but it felt like a massive weight had been lifted everywhere, and I was so happy when I came back, because all of that toxic negativity and bullshit was gone. And I was thinking, hang on, none of these problems are mine to begin with, so why am I carrying all other people's nonsense? And it wasn't doing me any favors. And like I say, I want to get better. And I'm really happy at the moment. I'm really enjoying my life, and it's only going to get better, I think. Actually, no, Jake, I did not send threatening messages to Angela. You want to get your facts right, sweetheart. I didn't threaten her at all. Mm-mm. If I was sending threatening things to her, she would have got the police involved. I don't threaten people. Alright, yeah, you can have the link. I could even pin the link. That might be an idea. Hang on a minute. Your comments are being blocked. Hang on. I can't see any blocked ones, Chris, but hang on. Going far back as I can. I can't see any ones blocked of yours. And I would tell you the truth if that was the, you know. No, I can't see any that have been blocked of yours, Chris. So the answer to that then, that would be YouTube. As I was saying to Mickey earlier on, when I'd done that stream of Upstate the other week, Lulu's comments were being blocked for no reason, and she screenshotted what had happened, and Upstate and myself went back through the whole stream because we're both mods on my channel, and it wasn't showing anything that had been actually taken down or blocked. So YouTube were having a mess around, obviously. You haven't had comments blocked in here by anyone in here. Like, none of my mods have done it. I haven't done it, so nothing's coming up. So it's YouTube, and you can believe that if you want or not. But I don't lie. So actually, no, he's not. I've rearranged my mods a bit, so, and I think he's doing his own stream at the moment, isn't he? I'm pretty sure he's live tonight. I'm not entirely sure what time, but I'm pretty sure he's live at the moment. I don't know. No, it's all right. Don't worry about it. I mean, like I say, he was a mod in my channel for a while, but I've just had a bit of a shake around just to see what works and what, because I'm going to be taking my channel in a slightly different direction. Okay, you can do that, Cool Tools. No, Chris, would be the answer to that. I can't answer that. I said I haven't been in anyone's stream, so I can't answer what's been going on. That's the thing, I don't like using my spanner on people. I really don't. I don't like blocking people, and I don't like censoring people's speech. But when it comes to certain things like racism and things that can be seen as homophobic, then you've got to, because YouTube will take action otherwise, and that's not good for anybody. Oh dear me. Well, this is the thing though, guys. I mean, this is why I have the rule of don't bring other people's crap into my channel, because this way you don't have people's arguments. And it normally works well. I mean, if other people adopted that same kind of thing in their channels, they would run a lot smoother, in my opinion. But I mean, I've only been part of YouTube properly for 18 months, and it's just what I've personally seen and what works and what doesn't really. So have a good evening, Tom. And not normally likes I'm going to bloody kill Clint. He's going to get my size 7 up his jacket when I see him next. Bloody hell. Well, hopefully you guys can sort out whatever problems you have. I mean, that's the only way of doing it, I think, in YouTube. It's, going to the people that you have issues with and try and talk to them. If you don't want to sort it out, just ignore the people involved, isn't it? It's not that hard. I don't know where Clint is. Like I say, he's going to get my size 7, right? Oh, what a day. If you want to believe that, you can believe that, but not from what she's personally done to myself, but oh, come off it, Jake. Bloody hell, now you're bloody targeting me. Bloody hell. Oh, is it any good, Heaven? You enjoying it? What would you like me to say, Jake, in particular here? You right there, Jamie. Hopefully you're having a good day, darling. You can bait me all you like, Jake, but like I said, I've been doing this a lot longer than you, and I've been up against a lot more people that I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but you've surrounded yourself with people that you need to take a good look at. That's all I'm saying. I wish her all the best and that, but like I said, I can't trust her anymore, and I'm not going to. You only get a certain amount of and I don't want to use the term rope, but that analogy. Well, people can say whatever they want to me if they're brave enough to. But a lot of these people won't say it to my face because they know I've got facts on my side, and I will pull them out if necessary. This is the thing, all this pettiness is so freaking unnecessary anyway. I mean, what is the point in it all? If you don't like a person, stay away from them. It's simple. You don't need to have a person living rent-free in your head. There's enough going on up there already, you know. I'm getting a dartboard. Possibly. You know, I would never suggest that for me because I'm bloody lethal with darts. I mean, I'd probably end up killing somebody by accident. My poor cats would probably get hurt or something, but oh, come on, guys, stop fighting now, for goodness sake. I mean, I don't really need this today. I mean, I could be doing a lot more productive things with my time than having arguments with I recognised that name from Steve's channel last night. How are you, darling? I do apologise. This room is getting a bit heated at the moment, so it's not normally like this, but they've chosen tonight for the daggers to come out, so I do apologise. I was going to ask you, Heather, is that series any good? Is it worth watching or not? That's your opinion, Robbie, but I know for a fact that things that she said about me were completely untrue, and I don't know. If you're going to pretend to be someone's friend and go in their channel and do this for weeks and say that you don't have a problem, and then when you're doing these backstages with other people and reporting back and being the exact opposite of what you were when you were in my channel, then that contradicts everything within your own soul and all of that. So you're having a battle within yourself. You're either one or the other. You can't be both. And some people say she was manipulated. Well, I've been around those guys and they never manipulated me. That's all I'm saying. It's about the Irish. Right, okay. I might go and I won't be checking out like right at this minute, but no, actually, I'm going on by what I heard in PD stream with my own eyes and ears. So, and I'm going off by my gut instincts as well. I'm not a stupid person. I do see a hell of a lot and I hear a lot, and it's not just based on one person's opinion. That's all. and things that actually came out of her own mouth as well. So what am I supposed to think? It's one of them things where, I'm a very kind, loyal and trustworthy person, but if you overstep those bounds, I'm not going to. Have I seen Bongo Jones's video? No, darling, I haven't. But anyone in particular, or should I just watch them? I don't really know the channel, to be fair. I know it exists and haven't seen it in a while. And this is the thing with all these exposure channels and that. What does it really achieve apart from more divide and more this negativity and bullshit, Life is too short for all that shit. Oh, that's my personal opinion. We're all in lockdown together. We should be coming together, not attacking each other. And that's just my opinion. So I don't get what's on jokes. So this is what I was saying. What on earth has happened? I said I haven't been on people's channels. I do not know what's going on. So I really do not know. And I mean, I'm quite protective of Jake, to be fair. I mean, like I say, 17 years old is a very funny age where things do happen, and he's been there in really low places in the past, and I've helped him, and I don't want to see him go through all of that. I really don't. Well, what day? What day am I supposed to be looking at? Because I don't want to be going through all of them, because it is too. People are arguing, that will trigger me. I don't need that right now. Google does time people out, actually. So it happened to Lulu during Upstate and I's stream, and she wasn't even saying anything that was bad in any way. And she's been timed out. She was timed out 3 times, I believe. And you can ask her if you want. And like I say, it wasn't any of the mods, so I don't know. Well, they can believe what they want, They can believe what they like. It's one of them things. If you don't believe what I'm saying, then that's your problem, not mine. People ask me a question and I can answer it, honestly, I will. But if I don't like the answer, then that's not my problem either. Take it this is about Angela here. Well, she had a choice at the end of the day. She didn't have to go in those backstages. She could have said no. She could have come to me and told me what was going on. I would have helped her at that point. She wasn't held there at gunpoint. She could have left at any time. She didn't have to listen to it. She didn't have to participate in it. You have a choice. Bloody hell. I'm not answering that question, and bloody hell, you guys are perverts. Well, should I flip that question back at you? See how you like it? Actually, you might not get the answer I would want to hear, but who knows? To be honest, Robbie, I don't really give a shit now. It's past history. I'm over it, and I'm getting on with my life, and I'm happy. So, participate in what? Well, you know what happened in PD stream about these backstages with Wellong and everything else. I mean, it's been all over YouTube the past few months, and I was basically dragged into it, and it had nothing to do with me. It was just about me, apparently, and a few other people. And I don't particularly appreciate a so-called good friend of mine doing that to me. She didn't have to do that. Friends don't do that to friends. It's simple. It must be. Yeah, well hung's a magician or into voodoo or something. He done it to everybody. It's all his fault. Rubbish. People just like to cause trouble. I was actually in the stream. I don't need to watch anything. I was there. Huh. This is the thing. You guys don't know anything at all. But it actually done me a favour because I'm actually happy now, so it's fine. But see, this is the thing, Chris and Robbie. I was actually in PD stream. I don't need to watch any videos about it. I was there. I saw it all with my own eyes. I heard it all with my own ears. And this was apparently going on for quite a while, and there's a massive list of loads of people that were in those backstages. It's so unnecessary. It really is. I'm well aware of what happened. I'm well aware of that. But then again, what has that got to do with me? I haven't got a penis. And if I did have one, I wouldn't be showing it to the whole of the world. So it's got nothing to do with me. Oh, it's all right, Heaven. I don't mind. Name two what? What am I supposed to be naming here? Two people? Or two can mean anything. I went to go over to one of the backstages one time, and they made out that they couldn't hear me. But if I'd have listened to a load of people slagging each other off, I wouldn't have been part of that shit. Absolutely not. I don't believe in that kind of thing. You don't need to go into backstages and be part of that kind of toxic stuff. There's enough of it online as it is about making the problem worse. Well, enough people have come to me and told me that quite a few things are mentioned about me, and Angela's even said it herself about it, so I don't really need to go there, do I? Enough was said on PD's stream, and I'm not going back there. I mean, PD did me a huge favour that day. He made me see a hell of a lot. Okay, I'll buy it. What don't I know? Oh, I'd actually say John Overkill's a pretty good eye-opener, but I don't think you guys would be able to handle his channel. I mean, I'm only going to say that I do not see the point. It's okay having people backstage and that, and having people just talking about things, but when it comes into targeted things about people, and that's where you should draw the line. People should have morals. I'm not getting involved with what PD's life is all about. Like I say, he's done nothing to me personally. He never has. But I saw a hell of a lot that day, and from before that stream. So there's no smoke without fire. Oh, John Overkill's a lovely person. I've got no problems with Overkill at all. He's done nothing to me. I mean, does it really matter now about it? I mean, I've moved on. I really do not give a flying F about what happened then. It's the past. I'm not going back there. I'm happy, getting on with my life, getting on with my channel, doing well. And that's all that matters to me at the moment. Oh, you've never seen John Overkill? Okay. Very eye-opening place. But it's done that way for a reason, and you'd have to experience it for yourself to find out. But it is an experience, nevertheless. And but he was nice enough to me. You don't know anything at all. What's his channel about? Oh, exposing shills, I'd say, mainly. He doesn't like the way certain people and paid actors are using the pandemic to further agendas and things and make divisions and stuff. That's basically what it's about, but it's a little bit more complicated. You have to watch the channel. It's pretty in depth. So a lot of things are said and done, but I don't know. It's just one of those things where people, unless they start to change and do things differently, then it's just going to be a repeated cycle, isn't it? And it's just going to be the same conclusion over and over again. And what's the point in that? There isn't any. And it is going to turn out that somebody is going to end up hurting themselves on YouTube, and I'm not going to be responsible for that. Absolutely not. The channel's called John Overkill. That's his channel name. It's got quite a few videos on there the last time I saw it. I mean, I haven't been on there for a while because I haven't been on YouTube that much recently, but oh, okay. Bloody hell. I think Clint must have passed out by eating too much chocolate or something. What do you reckon, guys? Maybe I have to do stream a bit earlier next time, so it doesn't happen around dinner time. I don't know. And set his alarm for him. I don't know. I know, Jamie, I mean, we haven't had backstages where we've been slagging people off, for goodness sake. I mean, people just don't know anything. They think they do, but they don't. It's fucking ridiculous. And this is my actual point. You know, people just assuming what things have happened. They don't actually know. And that is dangerous, in my opinion. I haven't seen any of the cathedrals in Liverpool, to be fair. That's one city I haven't been to, but I might visit it when I go up north eventually. And I'm going to be putting off my trip up north for a bit until my treatment's a bit more underway. Especially with what happened this morning. That wouldn't be good if that happened up north, so No, actually, the only time I've had like people backstage is like when started a stream to get people together and sort out arguments really that have like kicked off during the stream because it's been necessary. But no, it's not been like what you guys are talking about. Well, not with me anyway. And Wellon used to have backstages way before he came off YouTube the first time, and they were nothing like the ones he had this time round. Nothing like it at all. And if you don't believe that, you can ask Moggy. He'll tell you. He was, and Batman. He'd been in a few of them as well. It wasn't like what it was like this time. Now I'm going to finish the stream now anyway, Alan, because I've got better things to do with my time, to be fair. What time do you call this, Clint? Fucking hell, 2 hours late.
Don't know. Things kind of went a bit tits up afterwards.
So we can do it another time. It's fine. Bloody hell, you have to set your watch's time though.
I know. So much to eat, and the bloody dogs wanted to go out. Oh
Yeah, right.
man. Oh dear.
Did you enjoy your dinner though?
Oh, of course.
What are you like? Fucking hell, 2 hours late.
That's why I've put up better late than never. Oh man.
Cheeky bugger.
Sorry, sweetheart.
That's right, don't worry about it.
No, I do though.
When would you like to actually do this stream then? That we can do this properly, and we could do it like during the day on Sunday if you want, or are you busy Sunday?
Let me think. What have I got Sunday? No, Sunday should be okay. I haven't got anything. Excuse me. Anything to do Sunday? Got a bit of gardening to do, but that shouldn't take too long.
Okay. Do I dare suggest a time?
No. I shall. Oh, you're never going to let me let this day now, are you?
No, I've had about 2 hours of people bloody like pistols at dawn type behaviour here.
What's been happening?
No, it's not been that bad. You know, different, normal stuff, different day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, say no more.
Exactly, but it doesn't matter. It's like I've been trying to say, you know. It's in the past. I'm happy at the moment. I'm not going to go back there. So what is the point?
Yeah, exactly. You know, don't look backwards, look forwards.
You're right, Tony. Right, that's my point. I mean, I will actually have to buy you an actual watch that you can actually tell the time, because like 2 hours 10 minutes late.
I can tell the time. It's just, you know, it's like things happen.
Yeah, it's one way of putting it. You're lucky I can hold my own.
Oh, dear me.
I wasn't actually sure what to do. I thought, well, I'd rather do this with you because you've got a lot to say about it as well. But
yeah.
So we've just been having a bit of a discussion, and then it just sort of like went. People just kept flying in. It's like, what the fuck's going on now?
How was it? No,
well, you know, I haven't been on YouTube, so I haven't got an effing clue. So it's like, oh bloody hell!
And I'm staying. I'm I'm keeping out of it all. I've had enough of it as well. Getting fucking dragged into this, getting dragged. I come onto YouTube not to get dragged into everyone else's bullshit, you know.
Exactly. This is what I was saying to the guys earlier. There's enough toxic nonsense everywhere online at the moment.
Yeah.
And you think people will be, pissed off with it enough, And it's like, come off it. There's just so much going on, and I don't know.
Well, yeah. You know, I've unsubscribed to a lot of channels because of all this bullshit that's going on.
I'm not putting up with it, and I don't see why I should. I mean, it's got F all to do with me. I've done nothing to anybody. What I've done, is try my best to not get involved. But I mean, what happened with certain situations couldn't be helped, but it certainly can now.
Yeah.
And I've got to a good place in my life. I mean, well, you know what's been going on, but
well, yeah.
I'm extremely happy, and that's not going to change.
No, I like Chris's comment. Better laters than haters, isn't it, Clint?
Well, exactly.
Everyone should know me now. I'm not a person to hate. You know what I mean?
You definitely deserve my size 7 up your jacksie, though, for being 2 hours late. Fuck's sake.
That's a whole different private stream, that is, Vix.
Would I lose my boot?
Well, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing till I've taken legal advice on that one.
This is the thing. I'm only 5'3", but I've got big feet, so you probably would want to take legal advice on that one.
Yeah. It's like you know what they say about blokes with big feet.
Yes, I do. You want to get us banned off YouTube as well, do you? Like you come in 2 hours late and you get me banned within 5 minutes. You want to slap?
You know what they say about blokes with big feet, big shoes. There you are.
Cheeky bugger. That's not what you meant at all.
It is. That's what I was going to say, because I knew you'd think something else.
Why? I'm not stupid, so it's like... Is Max okay?
Yeah, she's still not. She hasn't really been eating for about 4 days.
Tom says big socks.
Because her temperature's been going up. 1 minute she's really hot, and next minute she's cold, and she just.
That's what happened when I had my infections. It was like that all the bloody time. Hopefully she hasn't come down with that, because that was bloody nasty.
Well, she was being tested for. We both.
Well, I was tested, but they were convinced it was, even though I lost count how many bloody tests they gave me in the end.
Well, yeah.
But all the doctors are freaking arguing, and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, guys, make up your freaking minds.
Yeah. And what was it in the end?
It was just a really bad chest infection, throat infection, went into my ear. And, I had to have steroids and loads of drugs.
Yeah.
Some good, some bad.
Well, yeah. All drugs are bad. Apart from antibiotics.
Well, I had some of those as well, obviously bad infections, but I threw my back out during it as well with my epilepsy, and I couldn't move, so they were giving me injections of painkillers to sort my back out and that, but it worked eventually, but it's all good. And the actual nurse that they sent was really nice, actually, even though he was a man, which shook me up a bit because of what happened to me, obviously, and sending a bloke round when you're not expecting it, and we get on really well, so it's all cool, but when you've got a male nurse and it's quite a personal job, it's like, okay, bit of an adjustment, but
Yeah, but as they say, they've
Ian's a nice
a
guy.
lot of them say, oh,
And
we
that's
see.
Ian, my nurse, by the way, not anybody else called Ian. I put my foot in that one, didn't I?
They say, I've seen it all before. It's like, yeah, but not mine. You haven't seen it before, like. Exactly, you know what I mean?
Well, he wasn't told about my situation, and
No,
I explained it to him, and he said, "Well, you can obviously ask for another, matron if you want, but it'll take time, and there aren't that
yeah,
many of us about." And I said, "Well, we can see how it goes. Take each day as it comes." And because Leo actually liked him, so it's like, well, he can't be that bad because I'm not getting any bad vibes off of it. Because Leo was accepting of him, so I thought, well, let's see how it goes. And if he turns out to be a jerk, then I'll have to tell my GP to sort something else out. But then I probably would have ended up in hospital, and I
yeah.
don't. Who wants that?
Well, no. Well, dogs are pretty good judges of character. If a dog likes, if one of my dogs likes someone, then that's good enough for me.
Oh yeah, Leo is pretty good like that. It's like when I went to Dover and he was, he behaved himself all day, but when he saw Steve Laws, he just wanted to bear a guy called Steve Laws. He's a really lovely guy,
Yeah.
and he wanted to bear hug him, and I'm like, oh my god, he nearly flattened the guy, and I'm like, oh shit. Right in front of the coppers and everything, I'm thinking, oh god, they're gonna get nicked. No,
Yeah.
it's all cool.
Yeah.
Well, the
It's like
coppers were itching to nick me that day anyway, but that wouldn't have turned out too well.
no, it's like a few weeks ago where I live. As I was going down to get for a change. I was going down to Chippy to get something to eat. There's a woman walking this staffy,
All
and
right.
I started to stroke it, and she goes, "It can be it can be very funny. It doesn't really get on well with other people, like." And
Oh,
within about 2 minutes, he was blooming on his back, rolling around, getting me to scratch his belly, big
oh,
massive
bless
smile in his
you.
voice. And
Oh,
she's going,
bless you.
"Oh, that is so unusual for him." You know,
Oh, that's a compliment to you, though, isn't it?
yeah. People going past in the cars and laughing their heads off.
Oh, I bet they were as well. I mean, it's a bit
Mhm.
of a funny sight when dogs go like that, especially when their owners aren't expecting either. So you've probably got like a shocked look on the owner's face. The dog's having a party of his life or her life,
Yeah,
and then
got a
there's
big
you.
smile on his face, like tongue
Oh,
hanging out, and
you don't have to get too graphic. I get it. Having a bull breed myself, they are very
yeah.
goofy dogs.
Well, yeah. People think they're big tough dogs, but
They can be, but
oh yeah.
I haven't seen any bad ones. But
Mm-hmm.
they don't seem to like cats very much. But
I
I
say
don't
there's
know.
no such things as bad dogs, just bad owners.
Oh, isn't that the truth?
You know, exactly, 100%. Well, on a better note, you know, I get I had a confirmation email today from Motability, and the car is
Ah,
ready to pick up on Tuesday.
it's it's a shame it wasn't the colour you wanted though. I was like really excited when you said to me it was the wrong colour. I was like, I could hear Max in the background. She sounded disappointed, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah, but they checked on a computer all 147 Audi dealerships in the country,
it's
and
a popular colour, isn't it? What you
there's
wanted.
not there is not one single red Audi Q2 in the whole country.
I don't think it really matters the colour of a car as long as it gets you where you need to go, and it's going to make your
Oh,
life a lot easier, isn't it? To be fair,
oh yes, definitely,
um,
definitely.
it's going to be
Yeah,
interesting when my thing comes back because I've actually put in for them to change their mind because they took the blatant piss on my pit
yeah,
because I had an indefinite high rate DLA award for both components.
Yeah, for mobility and
Yeah,
what's it?
and for the
Daily
PIP, it was
activities.
1 point short. And it was
Oh,
in the
well,
section where I do need help. And I'm like, are they having a freaking laugh or what?
yeah,
So,
yeah, because
so,
Mac's
so
got
I appealed it. So it's only taken them 2 years, but hey, I'm not seem to have much luck with these people, am I? You know, the council don't fix my boiler for, well, they still haven't fixed it or replaced it. It's been nearly 3 years. Exactly. They see my name on a piece of paper. Oh, let's just make her wait another year. You know, she won't mind. Fucking a-holes.
Do you think them fuckers would wait 3 years to come and have their boiler fixed? If the shoe was on their foot,
Would
it'd be
they heck?
fucking different.
Come off it, would they heck?
No,
No. But the
that's
thing is, though, every time they've come to like fix it, it like breaks within a few days. So that's why they say it's not worth us fixing it anymore. You need a new one. So that's why.
the amount of times they've repaired it, they could have probably bought about 3 or 4 brand new ones. The amount of money it cost for the call
Yeah.
out.
Well, especially, I think in 1 week, that boiler broke down 4 times in one bloody week.
Oh my days!
And it was in the December as well.
Oh
Freaking
god!
cold. And they were like, well, this has just been fixed. And they were actually accusing myself and my ex of sabotaging it. And I'm like, are you having an effing laugh?
Yeah,
Sabotaging your own boiler. I mean, what would be the point in that? You know, yeah, we want to freeze to death.
yeah.
Dickheads, excuse my language, but fuck's sake. It's terrible.
Especially in the fucking winter.
Well, yeah, it's one of the coldest like weeks of the year. Yeah, we're just going to sabotage our own boiler just for kicks, you know.
Just for something different to do at Christmas, eh? What the hell?
Yeah, you know, we just a bit bored that week, so I thought, you know, let's just damage a few things around the house, get a few engineers out to ruin their day. I've got better things to do in my time. Fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
get some of
Terrible,
these
isn't it?
get some of these poor engineers out on fucking £30 an hour. They need the money,
Of course they do.
you know.
Well, it's going to bite them in the ass, isn't it, when this goes to court, though?
Well, yeah, you know. Hopefully, you get the appeal on your PIP.
Oh, what excuse can they actually give, though, for not doing it? They have to do the appeal. If I get the right answer, fair enough, but they still have to do the bloody appeal. It's illegal if they don't.
Well, yeah, because obviously you put in for your. So I know when I was first tried for ESA, they knocked me back on it. Then I had to put in for a
Mandatory reconsideration, isn't it?
mandatory reconsideration. Yeah. That was not back. So I went to the CAB and they filled out the forms and I actually fucking had to turn up to court, to a Crown Court, to see a judge.
A Crown Court for ESA? Bloody hell.
Well, I don't know if not a Crown Court, just a court.
I was going to say, Crown Court, what the hell did you do? Screw the judge over?
I'm getting fucking flashbacks here. I'm in just a court in
I was going to say, what
down
the hell?
Devon. You know, but it was.
Well, they do say everything's different in Devon, but my goodness me, what did you do with his gavel?
Wow.
Oh, would that be telling?
Yes, that's for me to know and a judge to smile.
Oh my God.
Well, at least you're laughing. That's one good thing.
I was laughing before. I've been laughing a lot today, even though I had to deal with the Rosses this morning. It's like, oh, not again. I'd say at least I didn't break the door down this time, which was nice of them, wasn't it?
Well, yes, very nice of them.
Well, they have to come and check these things out. I mean, for them to have heard me, I mean, I must have been really screaming loud for them to have heard that. That's all I'm saying, because of the time of day it was. And I just want it to stop, really, but I don't want to be scaring people after death.
No.
But what can you do to stop it, though? It's like, It's obviously something, it's in my subconscious that's doing it, but I don't know how to get rid of it because I haven't been thinking about any of that at all. Because I've been in a really happy, good place, so why would I be thinking of that? Weird.
Not a clue. Not a clue, not a clue.
Well, you're a man. Men aren't normally very clued up on these things, are they? I'm only kidding, by the way. No, it will get sorted though. Like I said, my treatment starts in a couple of weeks, and they're the people to let me know, aren't they? And hopefully get past it. And
you'll get there. You'll get there, Vic.
Oh, I hope so. I mean, it will help when I move, I think.
Yeah, you can kind of hit the nail on the head, and you kind of try and work out a solution.
It's where to move to, though. This is the thing. There's so many nice places out there to move to, and it's like my uncle's trying his hardest to get me to move to Manny again, and I'm like, oh, really?
But do you want to be in? Do you want to be in the city? Would I know with things going on? What about in the country? Because
Well, that's why Jamie that suggested Yorkshire and that because it's not too far from Manny, is it? And
no.
But my uncle wants me right there, so he feels he needs to protect me and that.
Yeah, I can see where he's coming from, but
Manchester is a big place, isn't it? And like I say, I lived there for 2 years, and there's just something off. Not about the people or anything, but I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
bit of a weird one for me.
I wouldn't live in the city again, never. I'm quite happy where I am at the moment. It's just like a nice little flat with a good sized garden out in the middle of nowhere.
I might pop over to KY's and that tonight, Belle. Actually, what time are they on? Because doesn't Upstate go first and then they go after, or is it the same time, or isn't Upstate doing one tonight? That was Canadian, and he goes in a lot of American channels.
Yeah.
And I occasionally go in there and that, and been getting quite a bit of support from the Americans in that. Actually, they're lovely people. Sometimes it gets a bit mad, but in a good way. I mean, there was a guy on there today called Paulie or something like that, and he was such a bellend. Oh my God.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you get,
when he bailed that out, Paulie was rather a bellend, wasn't he, to say the least. I wanted to put my hands on the screen and strangle him, and I'm a very placid person. He got to me, yet I'd only others in that channel. Fucking a-hole, but what can you do?
Bell admins got to go, get ready, thanks. 7 o'clock EST on NNE, so 7 o'clock, that would be midnight.
That's 5 hours difference, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So when I speak to my mate in North Carolina, he's 5 hours behind.
Yeah, Upstate's 5 hours behind as well, so that's how I sort of know. I will pop in and say hi at some point. I mean, I've got a phone call to make first, but depends how long that's going to take. But yeah, I'll pop in and say hi. Yeah, Paulie was trash, and he was a right dickhead and a-hole, and a few other words which I will not be saying. But we will reschedule this for Sunday. And what sort of time would you like it to be done?
About 4 o'clock.
Okay, I'll schedule it for 4 then. And that's not 6, that's 4.
4, yes, it is 4.
Right, well, I'm going to jump off, guys, and I will see you, Belle, later on, and I could kill you, Clint, really good. So you're lucky I'm in a good mood and I can hold my own. Otherwise, I may have lost my size 7 tonight. And Not necessarily so. I can be brutal with my feet.
Oh, I say no more.
Or your wife would have liked that, wouldn't she? Like finding a size 7 boot up your jacksie.
God, dear. It'd be vicious.
Oh, I can be. But can't we all?
Yes. Yes.
You have a good night, and I will see you on Sunday.
Yeah, I'll give you a call over the weekend.
All right, darling, and hopefully Max will get well soon as well.
Yeah. All right then, Chuck.
Take care, guys.
All right, speak to you later.